Hey, welcome to another episode of ENTA Asks, where we hear epic stories from great people about the businesses that you want to work with.
Click below and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Or if you want to be on our show and tell your epic story, our link to get on our show is in the description below.
Hello and welcome to a very special episode of ENTA Asks. I'm Adam Colazetti.
And I'm Caitlin Bullock.
And today we are so privileged to be hanging out in the offices of the Rocky Cross Group of companies. And we have with us Lory Perizzolo, the COO, and Ryan Thelwell, the Director of Business Development. Guys, thanks so much for having us here.
No, thank you for coming. Good to see you.
Coming in, guys. Yeah.
And last time we got to talk about behind the scenes of like fires and floods and hail and all the stuff that people don't know what's happening, right? You just hear about it in the news and it's done. You guys told us like all the ins and outs of what was happening. So check out that episode if you want to hear more about that. Just amazing stories. One of the things that I just love talking to you guys is your sense of community and giving back and the impact you have. And you do so much more than we've even talked about. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So yeah, we've been serving communities since 1981. So, being a part of the community and giving back is very important to what we do. Some of the things that we try to do, I know, for example, this past Christmas, being that we're in COVID, there were a lot of people, a lot of families that were affected by it, and a lot of people out of work, and so we did a little bit. Just decided, okay, let's just do a little bit more. And so a couple of things that Lory and I worked on. We did Secret Santa for seniors.
Oh,
Yeah, so we did a little shopping. Yeah, we had a list of items. We had 3 seniors that we were sponsoring, and got a list of things that they need or a couple wants. And so Lory and I went out and did a big shop and dropped that off. We sponsored a family, a mother and four kids. Sorry about that. Yes, that and it wasn't something that it was actually in conversation that we learned about what this mother was going through. So I went to Lory and said, "Hey, I was just having a conversation with one of the teachers of one of the kids, and she was telling me about the situation that are in. What do you think? Let's go. Let's do it." So we went out.
So it's not even like, oh, this is a program, you signed up. No, you just heard there was a problem.
Yeah, we heard a story and
find the solution.
And let's find a solution.
So we found out about the ages of the kids. So we came to the zoo. We did the zoo passes for the entire family. Got age-appropriate toys for the kids and a bunch of stuff for the mother as well. And then just some gift cards to a grocery store so that they can...
Essential.
Yeah, so they can have the essentials. And it was interesting when we dropped it off. I was in tears. Like, we got in the car and I was in tears, right? Just to see how we were able to affect somebody's life. And it was small, right, in the grand scheme of things, but I was literally... I was in tears. So, whenever we have the opportunity to do things, like for us, it's a no-brainer.
Well, and it's easy for us because it was fun for us to do. Like even the sponsored 3 seniors.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And just doing the shopping for that and reading some of the lists. It was entertaining. Seeing some of the stuff that
they
were on the wish
wanted,
list, but it was fun.
Okay, you gonna tell me? I want to know.
What
are the things on the list?
What was it? A brown furry house coat for an elderly gentleman that likes to do crossword puzzles. And so I'm just picturing this, right? This friendly gentleman at an old age home, just sitting there with his brown fuzzy robe on with a crossword puzzle and his Twizzlers, I think it was, or Snickers or something like that, right? So it was a lot of fun, and we do care deeply about kind of making an impact where we can between that and food drives and the food bank,
and
that sort of thing.
Food drives. And one of the things, so just with the football backgrounds, we do have football tickets as a company. And so there was a program that was put out, and it must have went to you. Right? I don't know if it initially came to me.
So hold on, you got football tickets, not hockey tickets.
We do.
Oh, you brought hockey.
Okay.
I never get invited to the hockey games though. Just FYI, I'm getting it on camera. So
you have to like hockey to go to hockey. Come on.
But what is that black thing? What is that? What's the purpose? But there was a program just through the Stampeders that was brought to our attention with regards to I wouldn't say underprivileged kids having access to games, right?
Yeah.
And so Lory showed it to me and said, well, what do you think? Let's do it. So how many tickets did we end up?
Another 4 tickets to give to kids that are looking to get to the game that otherwise wouldn't be able to.
That's
right?
amazing.
So yeah, we have our 4, and then we're going to donate 4 for every game to kids that like Lory's saying, that don't have access, right? So,
And you know, it's the Rocky Cross group, right? It's not just you guys. It's you guys and Calgary Contents.
Yeah, so we're a group of companies. 2 of the companies are full restoration service providers. So Rocky Cross Construction in North Calgary, and then we have Rocky Cross Construction Red Deer, a smaller office but full service. Then we have Total Exteriors, which obviously was heavily involved with the hailstorm in June 2020. They do both residential and commercial exterior projects. And then Calgary Contents, which works in conjunction with the Rocky Cross companies to mitigate the contents and pack out the contents, sort them, clean them, store them, and return them back to that part of the business, as Sean probably told you guys, is really impactful to Sean personally. I know that because there's always something in a property that's more meaningful than a lot of the property, and we get to have that as a challenge to give it back to them. In some cases better than it was before, but the sentimental value is significant.
You want to speak to
That's right.
our large loss division? It's pretty exciting, right?
Absolutely, and we're happy to let everyone know that we're starting a commercial and complex restoration division specifically for the mega projects, if you will.
Yeah.
And we're pretty excited to have a team get started on that in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned.
That's
Wow.
amazing. So it's not just about, like, you guys really, this is at the heart of who you are, community. Because you are a community of companies, you care about the community, you're in it, you're doing it, and you're problem solving, and I love that. It's not just about, we give so much money every year. You come across something that you can fix and you do it.
And I think, at least for Ryan and I, we kind of recognized this in each other when we first got together, when I first started here, that it's kind of at our core. And for me, and it's probably the same for you, is that stems from playing minor sports and realizing that so many people give back their time to volunteer to kind of let kids have that fun and that enjoyment and that experience. And for me, that's why I started coaching community hockey, and I started coaching lacrosse and that sort of thing for my kids.
Right.
Because it's a desire to give back, it's a genuine desire to kind of give back, similarly to what other people have done for you. So that's kind of where it stems from for me.
Yeah. And for me, it's we truly care. Like, there are companies out there that say they care, but we do truly care. Like, if we go through and there's an incident that happens, and again, like, we take that home. So for us, like, so you're dealing with somebody that, for example, we had one of our own that lost their home. Big football guy. I think I cry all the time. I literally almost had me in tears just knowing that one of our own is going through it. We see it every day. We take that home, and we really truly do care about helping people in what we do, and not just with regards to the normal day to day, but with what we do in the community as well, right?
Yeah.
So
the whole community is one of your own.
it is.
Yeah, 100%. and for us, that example was conflicting, because we knew we couldn't help him with what was happening in his house because he was too far gone. But we were able to just quick phone call together. Hey, let's start a fund. Let's see what we can raise to help him out, to give him some immediate needs and that sort of thing. And we were absolutely ecstatic with the response of the entire family here. Was able to put together for him and present to him, and it was one of those moments where it was my turn to cry. Right? It was very emotional moment to be able to deliver like that.
Well, and you guys know what, because you see it every day, what the person needs. I know so many times when I see somebody going through like a fire, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to help. I don't even know where to start. What would they need? But you guys have that insight to be able to say, hey, we know exactly what you're going through, what you need to support, and then you just do it. And I love that. So if somebody knows of somebody going through a disaster, like, what could be something that they could give them to help them?
Our phone number.
Yeah.
I like that.
But that varies, right? Depending on the size. Like, with regards to what happened to our team member, it was complete burn down. So you pretty much, need everything, right? You're pretty much starting from scratch. And of course, there's insurance involved. So some of the stuff they'll get reimbursed for. But in the meantime, they're going to be moving into, for example, renting a place or an Airbnb. So there could be groceries or clothing, things of that nature that could go a long ways to help somebody get started.
Right.
So
because it doesn't happen overnight.
No, it takes time.
Right?
It usually takes-
Signing 2022.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight.
It takes time.
That's amazing. You guys have built such an amazing team and culture here. Thank you for inviting us in to be a part of that and hear your stories. It's just been an incredible journey to go on with you guys.
No, we appreciate the time we got to spend with you guys, and we couldn't be more proud of the team we put together. We truly believe we have a family here, and it shines every day, I think, on the projects that we work on. So.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, thank you. We enjoyed the process of just dealing with
Oh,
you
good.
guys
Glad to
all
hear
the way through from start to finish. You guys have been professional. You guys have been great, and thank you guys coming into our office
It's a pleasure.
and working with us on this. So thank you.
So if somebody does want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Yeah, for sure. A few different ways. Our website is www.rccn.ca, by phone 403-252-2550, or by email at claims@rccn.ca.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate it.
Well,
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
So we're gonna put that information down below. You guys have to, if you haven't seen the rest of these episodes, you've gotta go back, check them out. Just so powerful. Rocky Cross is changing the game when it comes to culture, community, and teamwork. Check them out. Oh, can I get a mic drop?
That was so
Epic. Join us next time on ENTA Asks.